did you become an artist and when did it start?
I felt like I was always creative, but as far as becoming a professional artist, that started in college. Majored in integrative arts at Penn State, and through that level of experience, I was able to work everything from digital photography to oil painting, acrylics, watercolor, everything.
What are you expressing through your work?
The overall level of what I push to achieve within expression from my art is life, feeling, emotion, movement. More or less is a level of life or a level of experience that you don't see every day, or you might not see within just life itself.
Do you prefer a certain style or color in your work?
Predominantly, I've created a whole series that plays with the hue blue. I challenge myself to capture as many emotions and as many expressions and levels of life through the color blue. Other than that, I challenge myself each time I sit in front of a canvas to create something different. May it be through levels, layers, or colors. There's not a certain color that I stick to. Each time it's a challenge to me within whatever I do.
Work. Is everybody able to understand your work?
No. Majority of the things I focus on, you have to more or less live a certain level of life or have a certain level of experience or seek a certain level of knowledge or experience to understand the work that I create. I'm really not into creating work that's simplified for everyone to understand. It's a certain level of knowledge, education, emotion, feeling, and spirituality that's embedded into each and everything I do.
What do you feel when you are painting?
That depends on the muse that I'm using. The number one muse that's consistent within my day-to-day painting is music. So depending on the type of music that I'm listening to, may it be jazz, hip-hop, just instrumental, relaxing meditation levels of music, it actually affects the level of strokes or the level of ways that I apply the actual paint to the actual canvas. So depending on how I feel, what emotion I'm using to express what I want to get across or convey within the artwork, that's what more or less helps me get there.
How does a regular day look in Mateo Blu's life?
There really is no such thing as regular in a Mateo Blu's life. I strive each day to reach a level of creativity on a mental scale to be able to transfer that to canvas. Some days I'm able to achieve that, other days I'm not. On days that I'm not able to get into a creative zone, may it be due to battling some level of mental welfare or mental health situation, mental warfare level, may it be just taking care of the business side of art. Mateo Blu is a full spectrum as far as art. I'm not just an artist, I'm an art dealer, and also mentor a lot of young artists and try to help them learn the game as much as possible. I'm very blessed to still be able to be a professional artist. When I came into it, there was a lot of artists that honestly tried to talk me out of it. not so much due to my capabilities, but due to the livelihood and the overall openings and understanding of real art. So that to itself was a challenge.
What are your future plans? What inspires you the most?
I'm inspired by not really knowing my future plans. To actually use that question against the question itself, I'm very blessed to simply be. I didn't expect to be an artist. This is not where I felt like my life was more or less going to take me. All of this in itself, even this interview, this time right now in itself is a journey for me. So more or less where I expect Mateo Blu to be in the future is on a global basis. That's something I've always been attracted to, is traveling and seeing the world. Like I said, life is the foundation of what I paint and where I paint from, and experience of life. So the more life I live, the more life I see, the greater my art becomes. So I'm inspired by that, but in itself I'm inspired by simply just living. And that translates into the art that I do. It's not always easy to pull out the positive levels that exist within society, within art. So that's a major filter on what I do.